日本時間5月28日、米国時間5月27日、ロサンゼルス、ドジャースの大谷翔平がコロラド、ロッキーズ戦で歴史的な二刀流、パフォーマンスを披露した。試合前には右手に死球を受けるアクシデントがあり、登板すら危ぶまれていたが、大谷は投手兼1番指名打者として強行出場。球場全体が息を飲む中、再び常識を覆した。初回、大谷は菅野智之との日本人対決で、いきなり先頭打者本塁打を放つ。打球速度179キロ超、飛距離129メートルの特大アーチに本拠地は騒然。その後もマウンドでは圧巻の投球を続け、6回無安打、7奪三振、最速161キロを記録した。一方、ドジャースは故障者が続出。キケ、ヘルナンデスが負傷者リスト入りし、さらにテオスカー、ヘルナンデスも試合中に負傷交代。それでも大谷は、フレディ、フリーマンの攻守に深々と頭を下げ、仲間への感謝を忘れなかった。痛みすら力に変える大谷翔平。その異次元の存在感は、今やメジャーリーグ全体を飲み込み始めている。この後、番組では大谷の投打両面の衝撃的な映像と詳細な試合内容が紹介される。ぜひ最後までご覧いただきたい。
Tonight's starting pitcher, Shohei Ohtani, was hit by a pitch on his pitching hand. No more, this is one of those where all of us, I'm sure Dave Roberts, Shohei, everybody involved, holding their collective breath that he would be okay, because you know what it's like to be hit around the hand area.
The hand, so many little bones, you just never know, but that's probably the reason why he does wear the pad on that hand. It looked like it did hit the pad. I know it got a little bit of his pinky finger, but it is a good sign. Yeah. And not only is he pitching today, but that he's also DHing, so yeah. Good sign.
And Dave Roberts insisted last night that Shohei was fine to pitch, but he was non-committal. Jerry Batts, Shohei being the DH, and on your way out to the set, you saw Shohei, and he said he was good to go for this one tonight to do both.
Yeah, he was all smiles, and obviously, anytime you get hit in that region, it is a bit of a scare, but that's a reason why he makes sure he wears that pad in on that right hand, because it's his throwing hand. So glad it did hit the pad. Obviously, you're a little bit banged up, but we know Show is tough as nails. So he's going to go out there, do his thing on the mound, but also do his thing at the plate. You see the numbers. His offense, while he's pitching, 143, trust me, he's well aware of those numbers, and he wants to change that starting tonight.
He's capable. No doubt about it. It's a small sample size list, and you're looking at just 2 for 14 right now. He's going to get back out there. His last out, let's go back what he did last time he did this. So he was just fine. So hopefully we see that again today.
Hit a bomb in his last game. He was 1 for 10. Then he went 1 for 4 with a home run. We are keeping an eye on the bullpen doors at the moment. We're waiting for our first look at the big show, as Shohei Ohtani will be taking the mound against the Rockies in that sparkling 0.73 ERA. Here's what's ahead on the calendar. Dodgers get to enjoy an off day at home tomorrow before hosting the Phillies, who just swept the Padres in San Diego. Friday is Alex Vesia bobblehead night. Saturday, Teoscar Mr. Seeds bobblehead. Next Monday, the Dodgers head to Arizona, a 4-game series against the red-hot Diamondbacks. Friday's game on Apple TV. The others right here on Sportsnet LA. Dodgers looking to complete their 3rd home sweep of the season and increase their lead in the NL West to 4.5 games after the Padres were just swept by Philadelphia. Steven Nelson and Eric Karros are upstairs in the booth. They join us live with a preview of tonight's game. Hi there, Steven.
Hey there, John. Hey, fellas. And, yeah, EK, after going 7-2 on the road trip, the Dodgers kick off the homestand, taking these first 2 games from the Rockies, and the Phillies helped them out, sweeping the Padres down at Petco Park. Now the Phillies are going to come up to Los Angeles and try and hurt the Dodgers, but you can't look ahead to that. You got a chance to sweep the series here tonight.
Yeah, you have to come out and carry that momentum that you created last night. You know, the first ball game, you were able to erupt from the 7th inning on. And again, it has just continued to be offensive for this Dodger ball club.
And it's Shohei Day on the mound, and he's hitting in the lineup for a 2nd consecutive start.
Yeah, he's not going to miss the at-bats. He's had success off Sagano. Look, he's going to go out, and he's going to try to dominate. He's on that Cy Young quest. Has an opportunity tonight to put up some statistics for sure. He's going to try to dominate on the glove side. That's where he is at its best, whether it's the right-handers or the left-handers. Glove side for Shohei, and you're not hitting him.
Well, somebody else who's in that quest for a Cy Young in the National League, Christopher Sanchez of the Phillies. He started the series finale today down in San Diego, and he continued, guys, his scoreless inning streak. Now,
Oral alert.
Hershiser's definitely kind of looking over that shoulder a little bit. Sanchez now at 44 innings. They don't count the thirds of an inning. Is that right, Dr. Krajewski? So, because it's technically 44 2/3. But they're, for scoreless purposes, it's going Hershiser's way, just 44 innings. So now 15 away from tying the Bulldog.
Yeah, obviously
How nervous
he's doing
do you think
a good job. He's not. He's a little nervous, but I really kind of want to talk to EK. EK, I got a chance to play your home course at Rolling Hills, and I hear there that you love squirrels. That's what I heard.
Squirrels, you heard it. You got that in your game. I heard. Yeah, I talked to our man JP. He said you were in the 70s today. Got in his wallet. So Jay Hare's treating tonight, everybody.
Just glad he made it to set. Thank you, John, and welcome, everybody, to Blue Heaven on Earth. Wherever you may be and however you may be joining us, it's our honor and privilege to join you once again from Uniqlo Field at Dodger Stadium. It's the series finale for the Dodgers against the Rockies, and it's Shohei Day for the Dodgers. Shohei Ohtani getting ready for his 9th start of the year, coming off back-to-back wins, and yes, he is atop the starting lineup as the designated hitter as well. Let's say hello from the broadcast booth, shall we? Riding shotgun with Eric Karros. I'm Stephen Nelson. Kirsten Watson is going to check in just a moment. But, EK, the Dodgers are getting hot at just the right time ahead of a big series against the Phillies. A chance to sweep the Rockies. They won 11-13.
Yeah, this was one of those series where you thought maybe a trap deal. Coming off the Brewers series, prior to that San Diego, and then looking ahead to Philly. But the Dodgers have not fallen prey to that at all. Saw what happened last night. Absolutely dominated. Offense was elite. Looking to carry that into tonight.
Not just a quest for a series sweep for the Dodgers as a team, but the quest for a Cy Young Award for Shohei Ohtani here in 2026.
Well, and he's done nothing short to deserve it. He has absolutely dominated in his last couple of outings. He's going to get an opportunity to go against a Rocky offense that likes to chase. Shohei is going to be difficult to attack just because he is so dominant glove side. So good. The stuff he has, just not a good matchup for the Rockies.
He did leave yesterday's game early after being hit by a pitch on his right pinky, but his hand guard got most of it, and obviously no worse for the wear as he's doing both things today. But the Dodger offense as a whole unit last night, EK, was outstanding. They matched season benchmarks in runs, hits, and home runs in a game.
Yeah, it really was an explosion last night. They only had 6 runners in scoring position, and they were 3 for 6, but yet they still put up 15 runs. The long ball was a big part of their game. The slugging, everybody getting involved. Mookie sighting, 2 home runs. Will Smith, Kike Hernandez, and guess who we get to see tonight? Max Muncy.
Yeah, the cast is changing a little bit in this series finale. Kirsten Watson has the details.
Thanks, Stephen. Let's start with Kike Hernandez. So last night, he did go 2 for 2 with a home run and a double, but after that 4th inning, actually left the game with a left oblique strain. Today, he was placed on the IL, so that means that Alex Freeland has been activated. And Dave Roberts did say that they're going to give him some runway. He's playing at second base, but has the ability to play at third if need be. Max Muncy, after being hit by a pitch a few days ago, he's been down. He is back in the lineup as well, and Dave Roberts feels really good as to where he's at right now, guys.
It's great to see Max back in there so soon, and it's great to see all the smiling faces coming to the ballpark today as they pick up the Yoshinobu Yamamoto World Series last out bobblehead. We got a good one on tap for you. Join us after the break here on Sportsnet LA. Sugano's 1-1. Ohtani, dead center field. Did he get enough? You bet he did. He's just showing off once again. Back-to-back starts. He leads off the game with a homer.
It's just a fastball right down the middle part of the plate. You know, again, Shohei's not going to miss anything like that. You can tell he is just locked right in. There's Teo. Oh, wait, no, that's Doc, right? Doc trying to get a Seeds bobblehead.
Flip. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and a punch out to start for Ohtani.
Well, the only way to hit the curveball or to handle the sweeper, don't miss the fastball.
The 1-2 coming to Willie Castro. Strike three, but a challenge from Castro.
Batter 7's a strike call.
I mean, right or wrong, I'm not sure you're challenging a 1-2 pitch in the
ABS challenge powered by T-Mobile.
I mean, you challenge that, and then I don't even know. Okay, a little, maybe a seam is off of the strike zone. I mean, it's not a good challenge in no way, shape, or form.
Pitch number 9. Strike three. Lands the sweeper on the outer half.
I mean, just a filthy pitch. Nothing you can do about that. A sweeper, and it's on an edge. To a left-handed hitter, arm side. The hitter gives up on it.
Got him. Back-to-back Ks to open the third. Let's check in with Kirsten Watson.
Thanks, Stephen. Well, there in that second inning, we saw Teoscar Hernandez hustling down to get to first to avoid the out. And immediately after, we saw him grabbing at his left hamstring. The Dodgers have now announced that he has exited the game with a left hamstring strain, guys. We should understand more afterwards as to what that means for him moving forward.
You know.
Takes out the frustrations on Tovar. Blows 3 pitches by him. The Rockies get a run, but only one. 2 on LA. Strike three. McCarthy punches out for the 3rd time. Strikeout number 6 for Ohtani.
Right now, that's about the only thing that Shohei seems to feel comfortable with or trust at all.
The 8th pitch to Rumfield. Strike three.
The sweeper showed up and then it just disappeared. Outstanding location right there. Shohei just, he hasn't been able to call upon that very often this evening. A few times, but a dynamite pitch right there.
Well, the pitching as of late has been the story. You guys have been excellent. When you look at this game, you had 7 2/3 of no-hit work. What was just the biggest thing that you saw from this pitching staff today?
Yeah, I thought, Show gave us a great start. He was getting in the zone. He's kind of a little wild in the zone a little bit today, but he's keeping off balance, making pitches when he needed to, and keeping it bay, and then handing over the bullpen. I thought Klein was great. Scott was great, and then Kyle Hurt picking up his first save was awesome.
How special has Kyle Hurt, and what kind of addition has he been to the bullpen this year?
Yeah, he's been great. He's got really good stuff. 3-pitch mix. He attacks the zone, and he gets quicks out, puts guys away with 2 strikes, and he's going to have a good year for us.
You had mentioned Shohei Ohtani. When you look at him being able to navigate through that 6 innings of work, especially when he doesn't have his best stuff, the fight that he shows, how do you describe just what he's like on the mound in games like this?
Yeah, he just finds a way. He finds a way to make pitches when he needs to. He finds a way to bear down and get out of a little jam here and there. He's just got really good feel, and that's what he does. He just competes and figures it out.
All right, now let's talk about you offensively. Dave Roberts did recently switch up the lineup. You're a little bit lower in the order, but getting on base consistently right now, what do you think has just been the biggest difference for you, especially getting back on track, and then of course getting the results with the double today?
Yeah, just trying to put together some good at bats, some mechanical changes, some stuff. Just working a lot in the cages. Mook and I were hitting the other day, so he had some success yesterday. So it's good to see the hits start coming.
Yeah, the two of you are right back where you want to be. Congratulations on this win and a fantastic series, Will.
Thank you.
Shohei, when you look at just how you were able to navigate through the Rockies lineup, what did you find as being the biggest challenge and how you were able to get through it today?
今日これの打線のその内容とか、投球振り返ってみて打線の印象とか何か
そうですね。全体的にやっぱりその自分の制球力とこう格闘してた感じかなと思います。
I was just battling the lack of command I had throughout the night.
When you have situations like this, what is the biggest focus for you and how you kind of want to either stay in the zone or be efficient to try to, as you were able to, get through 6 innings of work?
6イニング投げれて、ある程度調整できたと思いますけども、主に調整しようとしてたことは何でしたか？
どうですかね。 いいディフェンスにも助けられて、そこが大きかったのかなとは思うので、全体通してさっきも言いましたけど、制球力、自分の投げたいところに投げれてないフラストレーションというか、そういうのと格闘してた感じかなと思います。
Yeah, I have to give credit to our defense. They really, set the tone today. Again, just command was off, and I just felt like I was battling the lack of it and the frustration.
This is the most animated or frustrated that we've seen you lately on the mound. What led into some of that frustration?
フラストレーションが見えてたんですけども、なぜそこまで。
どうですかね。ピッチャーも歩かせたくないですし、ヒットを打たれるよりもやっぱりフォアボールでランナーを出すっていうのは個人的にですけどすごい嫌なことではあるので、そういう意味ではちょっと多すぎたかなとは思います。
Just way too many walks, and of course you want to avoid the hits, but the result of that was a lot of walks today, and that's something that I just don't really want to do.
Despite the command issues that you've kind of had the last couple of games, how much pride do you take in the kind of success that you've had, the results that you've had the last two games?
それでも一応内容、結果的にはいい結果っていうので、少し誇れるところありますか。
そうですね。当たり自体強い当たりは打たせてないっていうのは唯一いいところじゃないかなとは思ってます。
The takeaway, if any, the positive is that they didn't really have many hard hits, and that's something I'm gonna.That's the positive.
Would have admitted if they could have finished off a no-hitter, he would have been part of that.
ノーヒットでしたら、で終わらせることになったら、ノーヒットになってましたけど。
そうですね。全体的にブルペンはもう本当に素晴らしい仕事を毎試合こなしていると思いますし、本当に安定感ある。もうそこまでつなげば勝てるんじゃないかなっていうそういうゲーム運びが今できているとは思うので、オフェンスも7回までにしっかりとまずは勝ってるシチュエーションっていうのをつなげれば十分に勝機があるんじゃないかなというぐらいすごく安定している、みんながそういう安定感のある仕事をしてるんじゃないかなと思ってます。
The bullpen's been just consistent, done a great job all year round, and I think we're setting the tone to where as long as we have the lead by the 7th, we can just, hand the baton and win the game. So in that sense, the only job for us to do is make sure we have the lead in the 7th offensively and as a starting pitcher.
First, just with Teoscar Hernandez, obviously, it was clear that he was the main X of the game. Do you have any news on him as just how he's doing and what this can do for him moving forward?
Don't know how severe it is. He tested well, but we're going to get a scan tomorrow. Obviously, it's an IL, and, there's just no timeline. But, something like that, obviously, it's going to be a few weeks at the minimum. But disappointing. He's been playing so well, and he's a big part of what we're doing. So to lose him in any, for any length of time is not great.
When you look at just, I guess, kind of going back to this game, the pitching today, we've talked at length of just how good the group has been. But when you have a guy like Shohei Ohtani who sets the tone, but is grinding through the outing, but still finds a way to get through 6, ultimately does throw a no-hitter through 6, how do you kind of just put towards as to what he was able to do today?
Compete. I think you saw that in that Tovar at bat where he gave up a run, and then Will had the visit, and then he came out there and just dominated Tovar in that at bat. Tonight against the Padres, it just, for me, the fastball command wasn't there. And, at times when it gets stressful, he makes pitches when he needs to, but then there's some kind of uncharacteristic walks in there and getting into bad counts. But when it gets stressful, he makes pitches when he needs to. But I think tonight it was just, the fastball command he just didn't feel good with.
Do you have an idea?
What's that, Kate?
Do you have an idea on who will come up for Teo?
I don't. Obviously, it seems like, we'll talk to it tonight, but, Wardo's on the roster and he's having a nice year, but I think kind of we'll talk through it and make a decision. We have the off day to kind of decide.
What do you think allows Shohei to have the results he does even when command isn't good? Is it the simplest stuff, or is there anything more that goes into it?
I think certainly the velocity helps. So, even when he gets in bad counts, he can get Goodman to fly out twice. the sweeper when he still just got enough stuff to make hitters uncomfortable, and can use the curveball to slow him down, can use the sweeper to go, right to left. And again, once he gets guys into scoring position, he really bears down, and the command seems to come to life. But this guy is just a crazy good competitor.
Have you ever seen a pitcher so dissatisfied with 6 no-hit innings?
Guy that wore number 22 that we remember, very similar.
Does that just kind of speak to even like the standards he has for himself when he's out on the mound?
Yeah, exactly. And I think, the great ones, you look at 6 innings, no hit ball, that could have been 7 or 8, so, but that's what makes guys like that special.
Well, Shafe, we talked about in the pregame show this matchup tonight, and I think it was everything that was advertised from both pitchers.
Yeah, Ohtani, I mean, we couldn't find a barrel tonight. I thought we made him work. Drew 3-4 walks, hit by pitch, gave us some chances to score, but just couldn't get the knock. Couldn't find a barrel tonight. No hits off of him. Sugano, I thought, gave us a chance to win. I thought he was good. Just a couple homers in the first inning. Then after that, he settled in.
ABS has kind of been like a touch and go for every team. What is your approach, I guess, when it comes to ABS system? Y'all ran out of challenges in the 5th. I know Sugano did challenge, but y'all were out of challenges by that point. So for sure.
Yeah, I mean, we trust our catcher. Goody's been, if not the best, one of the best catchers in the game at knowing when to challenge and when not to challenge. I mean, we talk about it ad nauseum. Just sometimes it happens like it did tonight. I mean, I trust Goody with everything back there.
Sugano wasn't that bad, but do you think was it what didn't work for him today?
No, I mean, it was 2 solo homers in the first inning. It was a fastball away to arguably the best hitter in the world that he hit out of the ballpark, and then Freeman, who's a pretty dang good hitter too, curveball down off the plate. I mean, you just got to tip your hat to that. I mean, after that, I thought Toma was settled in nicely. He was a pro, just like he always is. Give us a chance to win.
How glad were you to see Tyler get that hit in the 8th inning, so you're not on the wrong side of history there?
Yeah, that was good. Good swing by Freeman. Good swing.
Sugano was a little struggle for his command to tonight's game.
I think in the 4th inning where they put that string of 3 hits together there, I think the fastball command wavered just a little bit. But other than that, I thought it was pretty good overall.
What was your overall feeling of your series to see your young team go against one of the better teams in baseball?
No, I mean, we could have won the first game, had an opportunity to win tonight. Tight game yesterday, blowout. We're just, it gets kind of tiring to say we could have won this game. I mean, Arizona, same deal. Could have won a couple games there, but that's where we're at. We're learning right now. We're close to getting over the hump, but I thought we played hard.
今回も最後までご視聴いただき本当にありがとうございました。動画の内容を楽しんでいただけたでしょうか。もしよろしければチャンネル登録と高評価をお願いいたします。皆さんの応援が今後の動画制作の大きな励みになります。それではまた次回の動画でお会いしましょう。